And 69 here, we see here the peril, and here the warehouse, and there's a fire, and the distance from the peril to the warehouse is 120 feet, and the height of the water is 50. From here to here, that's 50. And this looks like a parabola, opens downward, so I can model this situation with a parabola. So if we have the x-axis and the y-axis, so this is the barrel here at 60, and the warehouse here at negative 60, to make it simple. So the distance between them is 120. The distance from here to here is 120, and the water goes up to here and here, so that's 50. So this is part of a parabola, as we see here. And now we can use a quadratic function to represent this. As we've seen in the class, that there are many forms of the quadratic function, and one of them is the vertex form. So we need to remember the vertex form, and that form is ax minus h squared plus k. H and k here, in this case, represent the vertex of the parabola. This is the vertex. As we see the vertex here, this point, the x-coordinate of that is 0, and the y-coordinate is 50, which means h is 0, and k is 50. I can plug in that here in this quadratic function. So a x minus 0 squared plus 50, because h is 0 and k is 50. What is missing here in this form is the value of a. This number is missing because we started with the vertex form. At the beginning, we need to determine a, h, and k. We determined h and k. This is nothing but the vertex, but now what is left is just a. So let me just simplify this. X minus 0 is just x, so we have y is equal to a x squared plus 50. And now to find the value of a, we can look at this point here. This point is 60 and 0, which means the x value is 60 and the y value is 0. If we plug in these values in the function here, I will replace x with 60 and y with 0. With that, I can get the value of a. Let me do that. So y will be replaced with 0. A will be replaced, x will be replaced with 60 and plus 50 here. And now I need to get a isolated. So I will subtract 50 from both sides. And as you know, 60 squared this is 3,600. Subtract 50 from both sides. So this is negative 50. And now divide both sides by 3,600 to get a isolated. So negative 50. The zeros will be canceled, and 5 goes into 360 72 times. So a is equal to negative 1 over 72. So back to the equation. Now I know what the value of a is. So y is equal to negative 1 over 72 x squared plus 50. So that's the equation that's the quadratic function that represents the situation. So we have sketched the graph, yes, and we found an equation of the parabola that models the path. We did that. And we want to give the domain and the range for which the function makes sense in relation to the fireboat. So for this function, the domain is from here, the barrel is here, the warehouse is here, so the domain is the values of x, so the domain x will be between negative 60 and 60, and the range, it is the values of y, the highest value of y is 50, so y will be less than 50, greater than or equal to 0. And there are many solutions here. It depends on how you place your parabola. I placed it such that the vertex is on 0, 50, but maybe somebody else will place it this way. So 0, 120 here, and the vertex will be here in the middle at 60 and 50. So you can do that, and with that, you will come up with another solution. It doesn't matter how you see it, all these solutions are correct.